program. The whole journey starts with listening, of us manifesting the divine feminine consciousness in us. And from that space of receptivity, space of surrender and simple feeling connection with the master, and in our case with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda, simply by that connection, the entire transmission of knowledge, entire transmission of experience happens, and that is what gives us the breakthrough in our life, in all the dimensions, right? Be it health, be it wealth, be it relationships, whatever you want to manifest, anything, be it the day-to-day outer world experiences, the best things, money, richness, the fulfilling relationships, anything, career, and also the inner seeking that you have of experiencing the higher possibilities, right? The known and the unknown expansion of your consciousness, everything in that dimension of even the other planes of existence. What is happening there, right? Can you experience the realities in the other planes? All these things will become simply a reality for you just from that space of surrender to Swamiji, to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So, yes, Maharaj, you want to add something more, because today is a very special day, as you were mentioning, right? Our mother holds the key to the entire universe. It starts with the biological mother, right? Because even, yes, you want to add something?
In the way that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism teaches us mother worship, as per the Tantra Shastras that are so much filled with Devi worship, the Sri Vidya Tantras, the Sri Vidya Puja that he himself has done, and he himself is a Shakta, as we all celebrate from the young age itself, having the darshan of Devi Parashakti and immediately carving her on a soapstone, and then Bhuvaneshwari herself, and then having darshan of the Shri Chakra. What a cosmic vision. At such an age, the Shri Chakra is a diagrammatic representation of the cosmos itself. It is mother as the cosmos, and it just having that vision inside of you, just having that having that a vision to be able to see that at such a young age, and then taking that and then inscribing it on a copper plate, and every day doing worship to it. He was initiated into Shri Vidya Upasana by Mata Vipadananda Puri, and she taught him how to do, and he would do it every day and sit for hours together and do puja to Devi. And it all started, when he teaches us this, he's reviving the whole Shakta Sampradayas and the whole sacred feminine worship in all of the Hinduism in itself. Every tradition, Maharaj, I've seen every tradition when it comes to the way they hold their mothers in their traditions, even in the Vaishnavite traditions, they have such a regard, such a way they hold to their Tayar, the Mahalakshmi herself. And it's the same way Mahalakshmi herself revealed herself to Srinivasa Ramanujam and revealed to him all of the secrets that he has applied to the modern science and modern mathematics. So all of the mother energies are there, and is something that it is just where, and even Gotra, do you know that Gotra is actually taken in favor, the first Gotra given is passed on usually in Rig Veda by the mothers.
Wow, really?
Yes. It is passed on by the mother's Gotram.
So it was a matrilineal society, right?
Yes. Wow. It was a matrilineal society where the mothers really held the genetics of the original ancestry. And when it comes to, actually it is when she adapts, there was once a question asked that when she goes to another family, does she get the Gotram that she carries, or she adapts the Gotram of her husband and she becomes? The genetic expression happens of both Gotras in her children. Then the more possibilities happen. So the whole divine original genetics and the whole keeping of the enlightened science alive, that is there very much inside the very biomemory, muscle memory and DNA of all of those who hold these sacred Gotras. It's all just carried forward by the females and the whole matriarchal lineage. And when we start the whole Srividya, we connect with our own mothers. That is where it starts. Connecting with that, healing that, giving gratitude to our own mothers, and then from that space, giving gratitude to all of those who mothered our inner space, giving us the ideas and everything. Then from that, finding the deity of Devi herself and doing puja to her, connecting with her as she is a living deity, and then from there going and doing puja, then finding that deity finds a guru for you, and she manifests as a guru for you. And Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism tells very beautifully that rare are those who connect with their guru as mother. Rare are those, and if you do so, it is a very special connection. And like this, there's so many powerful cognitions that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given us about Devi worship, about connecting with Mother. And what better day to celebrate and remember all these than today, as it is International Mother's Day.
Yes. In fact, I would also add that it is because of our mothers that our ecosystem, the Hindu ecosystem, is alive even today. Their sacrifice and their consistency, their patience, right? Even through the toughest of times when literally the Hindu society was on the verge of getting wiped out because of the massive invasions and genocide that happened in so many places. It was the mothers who have persisted really, and even kept the whole family together because of their own, the space, simply by the space they radiate, right? Because of the patience and the extreme resilience of women in general, especially of the Hindu women, because of that DNA of enlightenment that they carry, direct imprint of Devi Paramashiva Shakti that they are wired to manifest, right? It was because of that we have crossed even those toughest of moments, toughest of times, that now we are even reviving the whole Sanatana Hindu Dharma. We are able to even, at least we are surviving, right? Even when we talk that out of the 49 civilizations, ancient civilizations, only the Hindu civilization is remaining. I would say a lot of it has gone. See, first of all, we talk about the gurus, right? Gurus are the center. Hindu gurus are the core of the whole ecosystem. Because of that, they are happening again and again. The whole civilization is kept alive and kept on reviving from time to time. But their initiation, how it is expressed, how it is held together in the society, is only through the mothers, each and every family, how the mothers keep their whole, everyone, the entire family together, make sure that children go to the temples, attend to all the rituals, and also keep track of their education and each and everything. We see these small things, how the mother is responsible for keeping our whole ecosystem alive. And this is day today, a special day for us to be grateful for the happening of the mother and mothers in our life in all forms, not just the biological mother, biological, ideological in the form of the teachers, and most importantly in the form of the guru, who is the mother of our inner being at the level of our consciousness, because a guru is the one who gives us a new life, a new birth at the consciousness level. So that is various dimensions which we are celebrating Mother today on the occasion of the International Mother's Day.
Yes. And when it comes to the bhakti that comes in when you connect with Mother, it is very easy for those who connect with Mother to have bhakti in their lives. So much is there when it comes to learning about bhakti and what is the importance of bhakti. One of the most profound lines that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has shared about, shared revelations, I should have to say, is that if you have suffering in your life, then you don't have bhakti. That is such a high standard and a measure. To achieve the highest bhakti, what it is you have to do to strive to, because what is our Puranas, what is everything filled with? It is filled with just our aspirations of how people were able to express greater and greater examples of bhakti in their life, greater and greater examples of the sacrifice that they do in their life, and find that the sacrifice was just nothing compared to what they get, compared to getting Paramashiva himself, getting the deity's darshan, getting an experience of oneness that you have. Those are what is worth when it comes to the surrender, when it comes to the sacrifice that needs to be done. So we wanted to discuss also today more about surrender, and that how that can lead you closer to yourself, the guru that lives inside you, and how the guru outside who manifests, who happens in your life, is nothing but also the voice of the inner guru that tells you to surrender, to listen, to be in a passive mode, and to be in a space of continuously at a space of humbleness and a surrender. So that is what we wanted to discuss today about what is the real surrender, what is going to make us understand, because many people go to Swamiji and say, Swamiji, I surrender everything to you, everything I surrender at your feet, this is yours, I'm ready to listen to you. Then Swamiji will tell them, Come for the weekend program. Oh, I have work. This is what happens. They'll say these grand statements about what is they're ready to do.
Yes.
But then they look in when they're actually coming to the practical points of where surrender has to be made for yourself, for the transformation, for the Guru to happen in your life. Are you doing those decisions? Are you making those decisions?
Yes.
That is where we wanted to discuss when it comes to surrender, because we have to prioritize in our lives. We have the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We have Paramashiva himself.
Yes.
Are we going to take that relationship and make it something, because he's waiting, he's knocking on our door, he's telling us, I'm here at the door, just open, I'll be able to help. But it is in our understanding that the surrender is as simple as just opening the door.
Yes.
We say there is so much surrender at the feet of the Guru. So much is there to say that so much sacrifice has to be. No, it is such a space of connecting back, actually. Surrender, real surrender is just when you're just melted by the magnificence of the Guru in your life. That excuse me, that is real surrender. And when that happens, when you just melt in his presence, then you have experienced the true love, the true surrender that is experienced in the Upanishads, that is experienced in all of the Puranas, that we just have to make a simple decision to either open the door and let him in. And for many of us today, that is the experience that happens in the Paramashivoham program. If all of you are watching us now, you can scan the QR code that you are seeing presented at the bottom of your screen, and you can sign up and take an intention to join the Paramashivam program along with all of us. Whatever we've been discussing today, whether it is Devi worship, getting to know more about the sacred feminine, getting to know what is the sacred feminine that is inside everyone that can be expressed, and from its expression manifest powers and manifest so many things in our lives, whatever we want in our life. In fact, that all is all there taught inside the Paramashivam program, in the divine presence and with the blessings and grace of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So go ahead now and scan the QR code just below the screen and register your intention for Paramashivoham.
Yes, and we would also like to invite you to put your opinions, your questions, your thoughts in the comments section in the live chat as well, and we would love to respond to them as we go along in the show, as we will keep on taking the feedback and or any questions as we go along in the segment. We are coming up with a surprise also for the people just in a few minutes, that and even during that segment, any question you have or anything you want to ask, feel free to ask. We would love to respond to you.
And we have a comment actually.
Really?
We're just seeing the comments.
Yes.
Has expressed that her mother has passed away, but had the best mother. She's experiencing her gratitude, and she's able to say that she's experienced her Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as her very own mother and father. And she's giving gratitude to him, and she's celebrating today, as today is Mother's Day, and taking prayer and a blessing from Paramashiva.
Yes.
And
thank you so much for this comment, ma'am.
Yes, and she's also attending to us, telling her, she's saying, I think I surrendered 1%, have lots more to go. Of course, we can't even fathom how many lifetimes we've been waiting and how much we have already done, to how much we are actually given back.
Yes.
So much is actually given back to us by the Guru, by existence, by cosmos, by Paramashiva. Whenever we just have this attitude of surrender, it's such a beautiful space. Just being in a continuous attitude of gratitude is something that we teach.
Yes.
Being completely grateful for everything that is manifesting in my life and your life, or in everyone's life, whoever is there, whatever we have, just being contentment, having that contentment. See, bhakti can lead you, bhakti can lead you to have wealth, bhakti can lead you to have health in your life, bhakti can lead you to have all the relationships you want in your life, but bhakti ultimately can lead you to fulfilling that base discontentment that you have in your life. Removing that cancer, removing that one tumor can do so much to just open your eyes to see how the hand of Paramashiva has always been there in your life, how he has literally been there from the time you were born till now. And that's the way that even the whole completion process and everything is attended to inside the Paramashivoham program.
Yes, exactly. That is the gift of Paramashivoham, literally making Devi, Paramashiva Shakti manifest in your life. That is the life really, because she is the source of life, and when she manifests, she just blasts you in all possible ways, giving you the best in each and everything. Healing starts with the healing, because mother energy is the energy of healing. Healing you from all kinds of ailments, all kinds of diseases, physical, mental, be it depression, anxiety, or anything. It can be anything serious, chronic ailments as well. And also ultimately the whole disease of repeated rebirths, right? The samsara roga, right? Giving you enlightenment itself. And all of this she does with so much of radiance, so much of brilliance. She does it in the form of power manifestation. Because when Devi awakens in you, she makes you manifest powers. She is Shakti, right? Ultimately. And manifesting powers is the very core of the initiation. What happens at the expression, as an expression of that initiation from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who is the manifestation of Devi Paramashiva Shakti herself. He is the incarnation, the current living manifestation of Paramashiva Shakti for the modern day humanity, to heal them from all kinds of problems, both at the individual level and the societal level. So much of violence we see, so much of depression we see. Even yesterday we were talking about people feeling uprooted, right? They don't feel really belonging, sense of belonging, right? Just continuously feeling exploited by the outer world, just running a rat race for something which they don't even really feel connected to, and they don't feel related, and they don't really feel that they really want it. Just that as a race, and just being in that kind of a grid, it makes them do that, right? And they have that basic discontentment related to their life itself. And to heal people from this, that's exactly why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is here. Because everything we are manifesting collectively and individually comes from our inner space. So ultimately, unless our inner space changes, we are not going to manifest the reality that we want. And to make us manifest our reality, it needs the initiation of a guru.
Yes. And when we do the initiation, just wanted to explain how the little bit of the science
of
how it works, because then people will understand it is a science. It is something that is just not. It is there as a sacred science, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is continuously telling us. Hinduism is the higher science of the cosmos, and when the initiation happens, when our consciousness is in front of a super consciousness, we raise the possibility of the Kundalini to raise happens. Devi Parashakti, Paramashiva Shakti resides inside us as Kundalini energy, and that raises and goes up the Shushumna Nadi. This is a yogic science, and this is all of the power manifesting we do comes from the yogic sciences given and revealed by Paramashiva. And when the Kundalini raises and it expresses powerfully through the different energy centers in our body, and when it comes to the third eye, when it opens the third eye, we are able to manifest so much. The powers of the third eye are so many listed inside the Agama about what are all the powers of just the third eye. Because the third eye, once you have a third eye awakened, you are Paramashiva. It is literally Paramashiva opening his third eye and just creating cosmos, because all of it is a matter of creation. Of course, we understand that through it, the rejuvenation or the destruction of the old can happen. That is what happens, and in the fire of that, the possibility of spiritual enlightenment comes as a breakthrough, and that is an expression. And all of the yogic sciences, one of the most important things to recognize that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism teaches us is that all of these are not as the modern day or the modern New Age understandings tell for enlightenment, or we are not going towards enlightening progress or progress spiritually. That is not the context. But we understand, or the truth that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is telling us, it is from enlightenment. We're already in that space. Already the Kundalini is awakened inside us. We would have experienced it many times in our life in many ways. But when it comes to the Guru, when it comes to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, it is just raised in a very beautiful, effortless way. And it just manifests as different powers and different experiences of healing in your life. And these are what are the things that happen when someone is there in the Paramashivoham program. And people can also experience these extraordinary powers in their life. play with them literally and see how Paramashiva manifests through their third eye. When your third eye is open, it is his third eye. You literally see Paramashiva through your third eye.
Yes, exactly. And I think this is the correct moment for us to reveal the surprise for all the people. And maybe in a few moments, because the discussion is so juicy. Let's keep them waiting for a bit more.
Actually, the third eye manifestation that we have been seeing, how the balasants of the Nithyananda Gurukul who come out and express these powers, it is just a simple play for them. It is like just seeing how a child would pick up how his father speaks. Or how a child would pick up how her mother has a particular habit of being clean. In the same way, living around the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, living around enlightened consciousness, these balasants pick up the very body language of the Supreme Pontiff. And in just being able to see that, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Janma karma chame divyam yo vetti tattvataha. And the verse continues to say that those who have seen my activities, who know and have experienced my activities, for them there is no rebirth. For them there is no chance of being able to go back to any level of suffering, because if they have seen the activities of the living incarnations of enlightened beings, then they just are this is the last birth for them. And he declares very clearly, and that is just so evident in the balasants. They live and are able to just pick up power manifestation in the same way. That's the example that I was trying to give, is that just the same way that a father or a son would learn from the father just by being around him. In the same way, being around enlightened beings, being around the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, balasants have picked up beautifully the very body language and the very manifestation of power. Just by saying a word, they're able to manifest a reality for someone. Just by thinking and holding a space for themselves, they're able to manifest the reality that they want. So we can get ready now, Maharaj, for the exciting session. We do have a demonstration of a balasant of the Nithyananda Gurukul who has been initiated by Swamiji, and he's now going to demonstrate the powers that Paramashiva, that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has blessed him with.
Yes.
Just in a few minutes, we'll get back to you.
All right, just stay tuned for a couple of minutes. We'll be back, right back.
மனமொரு தருணம் தலைவனாய் அழைக்க கருணைய நித்யன் கருணையில் இறங்கினான் அகமதன் இருளை க்ஷணமது கலைந்து மகதிட தியானமதை நித்யன் வழங்கினான் அகமதன்.
The nature of consciousness. The source of awareness. The relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are, why our reality is the way it is, why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today what I reveal is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.
The nature of consciousness. The source of awareness. The relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are, why our reality is the way it is, why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today what I reveal is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.
Balasant of the Nithyananda Gurukul, the graduate of the Kailasas Nithyananda Gurukul, and he is a power manifesting Balasant. All the children, all the kids in the Gurukul, the Kailasas Nithyananda Gurukul, are initiated personally by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, to manifest the superconscious powers of Paramashiva. In various forms, they manifest powers left and right. It's a part of the lifestyle itself, right, Maharaj?
Yes.
And so manifesting the powers of the third eye, especially today, this is what Maharaj is bringing us for all the viewers who are watching us, as a direct demonstration that the power manifesting science that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving is real. It is not just a hearsay, it is not just some words here and there, no. It is actually foolproof, time tested given directly, testimony given directly by all the incarnations, all the gurus, all the enlightened masters, revealed himself by Paramashiva, the source consciousness, the super consciousness who is the ultimate source of everything. He has given the science of power manifestation, and now his own living manifestation, his incarnation, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is reviving this ancient science, the super science of power manifestation, through which he is giving a super conscious breakthrough to humanity. So the powers of third eye, is this what we are going to manifest today, Maharaj? What are you bringing for all the viewers?
Yes, thank you, Maharaj, that as part of today's segment of power manifestation session, exactly, we are going to be going through the power demonstration of power of third eye, as maybe some of the viewers who have been participating in the daily NTV sessions, the segment which have been going through yesterday, as part of the glimpses of Paramashivoham, we have been demonstrating this power of third eye and glimpses of what is exactly going to happen in the Paramashivam program starting tomorrow. So today, as part of the power manifestation segment, we're going to be manifesting the advanced level of third eye itself. I don't want to tell, I don't want to exactly tell how it's going to be happening, but it's an advanced level of third eye, reading something which is completely out of words. So that is like, let me put it in short. So that is going to be today's manifestation exactly. Let's get into the demonstration.
Exactly. That's what, when the viewers will see it, then they'll realize what it is in store for them. And let's start. So basically, you're going to read blindfolded, and it's a better substitute of a blindfold is these surgical eye patches, right? So that's what they are, and you can also show to all the viewers.
Yeah. So these are the surgical eye patch, which you can see. These eye patches are going to be put upon my eyes, like Maharaj is going to put upon my eyes. So this is going to be completely blindfolded, and let's see what the demonstration is.
Yes. So these eye patches completely block any possibility of a person seeing through the two physical eyes, because that's what the power demonstration is going to be. Reading without the help of the two physical eyes. So let me just put the eye patch on Maharaj before we can begin. I think this is fine. Let me put the other one. Yes. So as we get ready, Maharaj, you can also tell a little how do you prepare when you are starting the power manifestation?
It's
just a little short, yes.
Yeah, it's a simple science actually. Swamiji, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, very beautifully tells that when you blindfold or when you manifest this power, you actually connect to the divine, and then you sit in the space of oneness. Oneness means where you feel you and the God, or you and Swamiji are one and the same. And then you chant the Mahavakya actually. The Mahavakya is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes.
You chant it like internally or externally as per how you are comfortable with. So that's how you chant, and then you feel connected for a few seconds. And then that's the whole thing. That's the whole game, and then you manifest powers.
Exactly.
So that's the same method, or I can tell that the same technique to manifest all powers, and today we're going to be demonstrating one of the such power.
Great. So what is the power we are going to manifest today?
You can go ahead telling that.
So basically, so what I have with me is the Bhagavad Gita decoded book, right? So this is the book, and this book is easily, I would say, more than 1500 pages, and each page contains at least 400 to 500 words. So it's not really easy for any person to memorize any page of this book, let alone the whole book. So what we are going to do is, okay, let me put up this way. This is a challenge for you, Maharaj, today, okay? I'll take any page, any random page from this book. I'll tell you only the page number.
Okay.
Okay, and you have to read the entire page, whatever is the content of that page.
Okay, let's try.
All right? Good?
Okay.
All right. So let's start. And also, as the viewers are watching, I would urge all the viewers also to continuously participate. And as Maharaj has put it, how he starts, how he connects. You also can chant Mahavakya, connect with Swamiji, connect with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, because this is the moment when mirror neuron activity happens, and you can also manifest these powers and also experience that inner space, that powerful space of unclutching and completion can happen in you. So we are inviting you to also to actively participate and put in comments as well. Anyway, I'm starting now, Maharaj, okay?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay. Let me just put a random number out there. That's the best thing. 432. You want the book?
Yes, you can show it to the viewers actually what is exactly being written and being shown.
We can show it later on.
Yes.
First you read, then we'll show, because even I don't know actually.
So you want me to open the page number 432?
432.
Exactly. The page number is here. It's 432.
I hope the viewers are able to see. Great.
So
You
what
have
is
to
what is next?
You have to read as well, Maharaj.
Okay. Okay, if that is the case.
Yes, at least a little bit.
The title of the book means the page, the 432 page is Are You Your Friend or Your Enemy?
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then
Already a great start. Wow.
the next is it's written You are your own friend, you are your own enemy. Evolve yourself through the self and do not degrade yourself. For him who has conquered the self is the best of friends. For one who has to do so, his self will remain the ground enemy. So these are the first
Wow.
two things.
Just let's have a look at it. First, let me read it. Okay, is this the thing? Are you your friend or your enemy? Yes. Are you your own friend or your own enemy? All the things, even for whom who has conquered the self is the best of friends. Everything is the same. Everything is as it is, as Maharaj read. We can actually focus the text. Tell our team to focus on the text and show to the viewers that what Maharaj has read is exactly verbatim. The title is the same and the words, what he had read from the first two paragraphs. Same, without the use of two eyes. Just simply by the power of the third eye, which is awakened by the initiation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Yes.
So fascinating. And actually, I would like the viewers to also put their own challenges, right? They don't even have to try. Your belief, whatever I'm putting, see, they may have their own doubts, right, Maharaj? Oh, whether Maharaj has remembered all this this page of the book or what he has
Yes.
done. Simply just by putting your own, what page do you want Maharaj to read? Anything, any random number you can put. Me?
Yeah.
Wow,
You just
okay.
have to just close your eyes, maybe not blindfold, just
Yeah.
close and just open a page.
Okay.
Even you don't know what is a page is.
Exactly.
So you don't know what is a page, and you just
Yes.
hand over it to me, and I
Yes.
will just read any one of the page.
Great. And actually, we have a comment from Alicia. She's saying, and wow, amazing. Yes, it is all correct, and I'm reading that page. So, yes, the people are actually watching. They are amazed by this feat of power manifestation that is happening. It is wonderful. That really, see, just by doing this live and seeing when people are actually seeing the power manifestation happening in front of their eyes, right?
Yes.
All their doubts simply disappear.
Exactly.
All that any doubt they have about this whole science, about Hinduism, and especially about the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan
Yes.
Nithyananda Paramashivam, this whole thing simply just melts away, right? Okay, let's continue.
Yeah.
You want me to give you a random page? Open a random page by closing my eyes
Yeah.
first,
So
right?
it's like more evidence and more scientific actually. Like
Okay,
it's even you
sure.
don't know what is a page is.
Yeah, I am up to fun anyway. Okay,
Okay.
let me see. So my eyes are closed. Actually, let me even tilt my head. Just some page. Okay, I've opened. Now what do you want me to do?
Just give it to me.
Okay,
Okay. So as
I still don't know.
okay. Purify one on the path of spiritual progress. Sacrifice is normally understood to be rituals such as yajna. These are fire rituals prescribed in Vedic literatures to propitiate the deities. When carried out with integrity and authenticity, these powerful techniques link to the that is the first paragraph.
Okay.
Um,
What page number is it? Can you read? Because some of our viewers are carrying the book, right? So it might
so
help
the
them.
page number is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Really?
Like to be.
You can take your time. Check.
Sorry, it's 1254. Exactly.
Okay.
It's 1254. The first paragraph.
All right. Let's show. Let's show it to the viewers. Okay. That's the page. The left one. This one.
Yes, the left side, the first paragraph.
Viewers are invited to see with their own eyes what Maharaj has seen without his two physical eyes, without using these eyes, just with the power of third eye. Whatever the Supreme Pontiff revealed in his inner space, right? As a form of visualization, does it? Does it come that way?
It's not visualization. It's like I said earlier, it's a space of oneness where you connect with him and then it happens. It just manifests.
Wow. This is amazing, Maharaj.
Yes.
Do you want to do it again, one more round?
We'll go to the new book actually.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Living Enlightenment as well. The Jivan Mukti book, which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism puts as the book of books.
Yes, it's more than a book, it's living book.
Yes, exactly. We treat it as a deity,
Yes.
as goddess herself. Okay. So, do you want me to pick a random page again, right? With my eyes closed?
Anything or whatever the viewers tell. Let's give it to the viewers now.
Yeah, actually, we are inviting all the viewers also to put
Yes.
whatever page number you want Maharaj to read. Just put the number out there, because I will read from the comments and I will open the page and maybe I will ask him to open the page.
Yeah.
That's even better, right?
Exactly.
You tell the number, he will open the page, he will read it,
Yes.
right? So you can cross check. Anyway, so as we go, I'm anyway starting. So let me see. Okay, I'll just open some random page. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Yes. You can read left page, right page, whatever you want. You can start with the page number so viewers can connect, open.
The page number is page 318, Living Enlightenment book.
Okay, 318.
Yes, the title is Just Be in the Present, Allow Time to Flow Through You.
Okay.
There are some wounds that can be healed by falling asleep and coming back. At that point, you decide, let me restart the whole process. Let me just start afresh. Then you allow to have some disease so that the rejuvenation process can start.
Wow. Show even I have to cross check as well. Just be in the present, allow time to flow through you. Wow. We can see, even the viewers can see. Can ask our team to focus, zoom into this page of the book. Okay. This is so amazing, Maharaj. How do you do it? I mean, of course, I know how you do it, but still, how you do it?
Yeah, that's the question which everybody has, whether it's real and how should I manifest. That's
Yes.
what the whole glimpses of this Paramashivoham session which we have been having for past 2 days, which is going to be happening tomorrow, the first day of Paramashivoham.
Yes.
All are invited for this, even a power manifestation segment where we'll be guided step by step to manifest the same power which you can see which I was manifesting just a few minutes before.
You want me to remove the eye patches? You can actually talk to the viewers, right?
Yeah, that should be the thing.
Okay. Hope it's comfortable. You can just hold it. Okay, wait. Let me just. Yes. All right, Maharaj.
Yeah.
How are you
it's-
feeling after this great demonstration?
It's fine. It's like not anything to feel, but it is just a space of oneness with
Yes.
Swamiji and then His grace and His blessings.
So how do you
make
feel
everything
internally when this happens, when you manifest powers?
happen. Internally, more of happiness, more of just understanding that everything is Paramashiva and Swamiji is really there. That's what it is.
Wow. See, people are also commenting, right? Wow, amazing. See, they're also watching.
Yeah.
They're asking us to read. Oh, from page from the Bible. I think we should do it. We should get the movie because right now we don't have the book with us,
Yes.
but we should do something like that.
Yeah, we can do actually.
Right?
Yeah.
Have more books. Maybe from the next time we can have this session a bit earlier, so we can ask our team to get the necessary books, and we can
Yes.
do it everything live in front of the people. We don't have a problem with it, right?
Yes. Yeah,
We are
anyways, it's just a manifestation and a play. Means a Leela of Swamiji itself. That's
Yes.
called the power manifestation science.
Exactly. Wow, so amazing. Actually, this is the science which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is bringing to the whole of humanity, the modern day humanity. Just by the manifestation of powers, they are feeling the whole breakthrough happening in their life, right?
Correct.
It's not because he's bringing all the teachings and all the whatever the Shastras are saying, each and every science he's telling, he's describing in detail. But he has also said, simply by manifesting powers, it's the best practice. It's the best spiritual practice. Just go on, man, if left and you will just have a super conscious break. You will experience the state, the space, and the powers of Paramashiva, right? That
Yeah.
is what Paramashivoham is all about.
Exactly. Swamiji, yeah. Just maybe before to conclude, Swamiji,
Yes.
Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very beautifully tells that all these powers, Pramana means from the Vedas and Agamas, Paramashiva
Yes.
himself, Shiva himself who has told that all these powers are existing. And from that, and Swamiji himself, like he himself when he was young, he was is given that you of Paramashiva, as you can view Paramashiva is real. Yes, exactly. Paramashiva is real, and he is the concept of Paramashiva, the God, is that within all of us.
Yes. And not just because right now in front of you happening with Maharaj demonstrating, but and with that you're experiencing, you're realizing that this is real. But wait a moment, because this is an opportunity for you to experience all these, manifest all these powers yourself. inner space that this is real or not. Because when you are yourself manifesting the best, everything, all the powers which the Paramashiva is bringing, is revealing in the Vedas and Agamas and reviving through his Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda, Paramashivam. Then simply experience life all. This is just a trailer of the movie. You are the actor, the real hero in that movie, right? Which is personally has to manifest you have to manifest Swamiji. That's why he is here. He is here to awaken your inner consciousness.
Exactly. You can experience the same God, the space of God which I am in. Like,
yes.
Yeah, which Swamiji is in. The divine space or the space of God. He is here to make that happen. That's what exactly the Paramashivam program is all about.
Yes.
Like awakening the different possibilities and powers which is there in you and which is hidden. To be more honest, it's hidden inside you. Paramashivam program is all about that, to awaken all those.
Yes, exactly. And all the rest of the things, health, wealth, healing that we were talking about, the awakening the mother energy, the awakening Devi. The core of it is this power manifestation science, and everything just happens from that, right?
Yes.
Any disease, simple cold, something you're having, or some chronic ailment, simply by power manifestation you can heal it. He can heal it yourself.
Yeah.
Or maybe, or some tumor, cancer, anything you have. As power manifestation, you can heal any of your diseases. Again, coming to wealth and abundance, manifestation of abundance in your life. Simply by power manifestation, you can manifest wealth in your life, right? Everything has this dimension of power manifestation. Your whole life will become power manifestation. From the very mundane to the best, the highest of achieving Paramadvaita, the oneness experience with Paramashiva himself. Everything is simply a play of powers. That's what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is bringing to the world. Literally, awakening of the Hindu civilization, of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, he's doing it just by reviving this power manifestation science. When people play around with powers left and right in the whole civilization, right? That's exactly how the whole thing plays. Through the creation of Kailasa, the first nation, the first Hindu nation on the planet Earth. So, yes, please.
Just to be like, when Maharaj was speaking, like to be more clear to the viewers, power manifestation is not about just doing something mystical, maybe like closing eyes, reading, or like flying or materializing something, or doing like a powers which we see in the movie. Not exactly that. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism tells that, for example, our day-to-day life, if you have a goal and we give a word for it, and then lots of imbalances which happens amongst the days, and then it happens, it does not happen. But when we declare something and it happens, that is a power manifestation. It happens. So there is a power manifestation where you are able to make something into reality, even as simple as
chocolate.
Whatever,
chocolate,
which you want, but you may think it will happen or no, but it happens. That is a power manifestation to start off. So when a power manifestation happens, that's a complete excitement in your being, because you are doing something which is completely out of your own binary logic.
Yes, exactly, because this whole transcends our day-to-day logic, this whole thing, and that is actually the fun in it, the wonder in it, right? And as we are getting ready to go into the next segment, the most awaited segment of where the participants themselves sharing, right, what their experiences have been when they got initiated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, how it benefited them, what it added to their life, and then only by listening to their own personal experiences, the testimonies of all the devotees, the disciples, all the previous participants of the Paramashivoham, then only we will really realize and understand and kind of start to relate with ourselves, because they might be going through some problems which we also might be going through, something like that, be it in any situation, day to day, health related, wealth related, career related, right? Not being able to manifest the best job that you wanted, anything it can be. When they share their own from the same kind of situations, similar situations, and what happened after they got initiated by Swamiji, and then they started into this journey of Paramashivoham, what happened, how they manifested a completely new life. Just by listening to this sharing, something awakens inside us. It's not just a simple inspiration. It is inspiration, of course, but something more awakens us. A glimpse of the feeling connection with Guru, a glimpse of the connection with Paramavatar of Paramashiva himself, a connection with Swamiji. That is the glimpse which we are really talking about. A glimpse of that connection will feel when you listen to these participants. And we are just about to enter into that next segment. So even before segment, and just recapitulate the whole set for today, right, of Paramashivoham, what it really gives to us in our own life, what breakthrough is it bringing to us in the form of awakening the divine feminine, as we are celebrating the Mother's Day today. So remembering the happening of mother in our life, biological mother, in the form of teachers, in the form of our mentors in life, and or whoever has taught us something or given us something mentally as added to us in our, and then ultimately as in our case is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam himself. In all these forms he happens and awakens the Devi, awakens Paramashiva Shakti in the form of the power manifestation is now reviving. So this is exactly what we are preparing you for the next segment to be. Just be in that simple space of listening and enjoy the sharings of all the participants. Share own personal experiences, the Supreme Pontiff Bhagavan Paramashivam, be it happening of Paramashivoham, which is going to start tomorrow, right? Okay, so please stay tuned as we get ready just for a couple of minutes. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with the
தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தனும் வந்து உதித்தான் ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தனும் வந்து உதித்தான் காக்கும் இறையே நட்பின் உருவாய் வந்த களிப்பால் கட்டு கடங்கா மகிழ்வு கொண்டேன் மலை போல் வரும் துயர் யாவையும் நொடிப்போதினில் பொடியாக்கிட புயலாய் வருவான், துணையென வருவான். ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தனும் வந்து உதித்தான்.
The nature of consciousness. The source of awareness. The relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are. Why our reality is the way it is. Why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today what I reveal is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.
The nature
ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தனு வந்து உதித்தான் ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தனு வந்து உதித்தான் காக்குமிரையே நட்டு
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमशं सर्वदि साक्षिभूतम् अवातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nithyanandam, everybody, welcome back to the second day of Glimpses of Paramashivoham, Season 4. Hope everybody is able to hear us. And great. So welcome all the viewers today. And really hope everybody enjoyed, the first day of the glimpses of Paramashivoham Season 4, and there were so many sharings, so many personal sharings, Sakshi Pramanas, from the participants who attended, the prior seasons of Paramashivoham, and really so many takeaways, for them. So you're able to, all the viewers, are able to really connect, with the breakthroughs, the how they really connect, with the guru, the master, and the how their lives have transformed immensely, and they're so grateful. You saw all of persons who came to share. There were so much in gratitude to Swamiji, and for their lives being transformed so beautifully. And we have more people today on the second day, to really come and share, their personal Sakshi Pramanas, and to really share very special breakthroughs. They had programs, and welcome again. We welcome all of you. I have Nithyananda with me also.
Nithyanandam, everyone. It's a great honor to be here and pleasure to be here with all of you the second day. So for all the new audiences, what is Paramashivoham? The Paramashivoham program is a 21-day global summit aimed at molding the next generation of enlightened Hindu leaders. It is personally designed and conducted by the living avatar, the incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashivoham is a gateway of transformation from human to divine. When your consciousness is awakened by this initiation and darshan, your kundalini is awakened, you start to manifest third eye powers. You start to live the ultimate possibility of your life. You start to experience yourself as divine. That is the oneness experience you have with the ultimate source of existence, Paramashiva himself. Nowadays, human beings are going through a major outbreak of powerlessness. A large number of people, especially in the Western world, are suffering from depression. The number of anxiety disorder sufferers are becoming more significant, and suicidal tendencies are increasing exponentially. What is the root cause of all this? It is the lower self-image and impossibilities that we are enforced since we were little by the unconscious society. All the self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial that we have inside of us, even higher possibilities are presented to us, we turn to feel that we are cheated. So what is the cure for powerlessness? It's very simple. The only cure for powerlessness is powerfulness. Luckily, Hinduism has a science that is through the initiation and third eye power manifestation. So when we are initiated into the powerful cognitions and third eye powers, the inner space of us are shifted by itself. So through this 21 days Paramashivoham program, just by sitting in the program, receiving the initiations and darshans, manifesting third eye powers, you will simply see your inner space is shifted after 21 days. The powerfulness start to grow inside of you. The relationship you carry with yourself and the people around you and the world will be so matured after 21 days. That is the powerful science of initiation and third eye power manifestation. So don't miss it to be part of the 21 days Paramashivoham program to bring the most powerful shift in your life and also share this great event with everyone you know. If everyone on planet Earth can join the Paramashivam program, we will have not only a peaceful, prosperous life for ourselves, but for the planet Earth also. Aside from that, in the recent satsang, the SPH answered people's fear towards artificial intelligence. Nowadays, people are worried to be replaced by machine. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revealed two truths. One is consciousness will never be replaced by machine. And the short future of planet Earth will be ruled only by super consciousness. So if you want to win the competition against the machine, super conscious awakening is the only way out. Spiritual awakening is not something luxury anymore. It becomes a survival need for human beings. If you want to live your planned, beautiful future on the planet Earth, superconscious awakening is a must. So to conclude, if you want a change of your life, if you want healing of health, wealth, relationship, if you want to have superconscious breakthrough, manifesting third eye powers, you want to become the future leader of planet Earth, join the Paramashivoham program, which starts in less than 24 hours. You will see the registration link on screen. Register today. If you have already registered, you can start making payments. The payment request link will be events.kailasa.org/payment. You will also find the link on the chat, in the Zoom, and on the social media platforms, wherever you are. Don't miss the first day of the program. The first day darshan is always the most sweet and awaited moment with the master. Aside from this, you will have the chance to offer Pratiksha Pada Puja on the first day of the program, 15th May. The Pratiksha Pada Puja is the best opportunity for disciples to offer our gratitude to our beloved Guru for whatever blessing he has done to our life. And as a return, the Guru will clean any obstacles and karma from our life. So you will experience the most strongest oneness experience during the ritual and the enhanced feeling connection with the Guru after the ritual. Gratitude, feeling connection is the best blessing we can get for our life. That is the only wealth, the real wealth in our life. So don't miss the Pratiksha Pada Puja. By offering Pratiksha Pada Puja, you will also be given 1 day of Paramashivoham as a gift. So don't miss it. With that
That's
said,
great. Yes, I also wanted to add, thank you, Ma. I also wanted to add, I'm sure everybody is looking forward to that first day, the grand opening of, Paramashivam season 4. Always, every program is so new and fresh, something to, look for. And definitely on the first day, we have, Pada Puja to, connect with the Guru, Master, the best way, to experience. And also about the program, as you see, what we have seen, the statistics, of, very successfully people being healed, with from panic attacks and insecurities. About 70% of the people were healed successfully. Same way with depression, a higher percentage of people recovered with the chronic fatigue. And some, and also some certain phobias. So the recovery percentage has been very high, up in the 80s and 90s, and this shows, the program, how people's lives have, changed, at the end of, 21 days, and they walk away with full of possibilities in their future. And they're blessed with future possibilities, and they're able to fulfill all of their goals and desires they have in life, and they're they are successful in what they're doing. So with that, we're going to move into the next segment of Sakshi Pramanas. So we have several participants coming here to share.
yes. So the first guest for today's sharing is Nithyananda Swarupini from Germany. So I will have a short introduction of you, Ma. Then you can start sharing your stories. So Nithyananda Swarupini, she met Swamiji just a few years ago, not a long time ago. She has a slightly different life than majority of us. Since she was 3 years old, she suffered from a disease called polio, which lead to a paralyzed leg. So since that time, she faced a lot of difficulties and challenges in life, and she quite often felt powerlessness and victim feeling inside. However, after she met Swamiji, her life completely changed. Now she's not only standing up for herself, also she's standing up for the whole humanity by declaring herself as Apa Sannyasi. It's such a drastic change just in a short time. So it's an honor and pleasure for us to invite you, Nithyananda Swarupini Ma, to share your stories. Nithyananda Ma.
Nithyananda Ma, thank you very
Can
much.
we record on screen?
Thank you.
Just 1 second.
Yes, Nithyananda, we just have a short, a small glitch. We're trying to fix it. Please give us a few minutes.
So since we are waiting for the technical glitch to be resolved, I know that Sri Amrita, you have a lot of wonderful healing experience in your life during your first 21 days program. I'm thinking it could be really good to share with the audience, especially the new ones that have not heard of your extraordinary healing stories.
Yes. Yes. So, yes. So, just a moment. Yes, I think, you know, to share one of, you know, the healings is I did my first inner awakening, you know, back in 2010. And in my very first inner awakening, on my very first, you know, day, you know, I was so keen to have my eyes, you know, I had a minus 3.5, you know, power on both my eyes, and I wanted to really not wear power glasses. And that's when, you know, I asked Swamiji, you know, he's, you know, when I walked up the stage on the very first day, you know, he asked me, what do you want? And really, you know, that was amazing. And I just, you know, I was stuck, and I just asked him, I really want to heal my eyes, and that's it. And I was there, you know, maybe for less than a minute or so, and, you know, he touched my eyes, and, you know, yeah, and then whatever, he looked into my eyes, and that's it. After that, I don't know, you know, really, you know, what happened. Rest, everything is, you know, history. And I just walked back, you know, the stage, you know, with my, you know, I could see everything clearly, and, you know, out of, you know, joy, I threw my glasses somewhere in the in the hall, and and ever since then, you know, I've never worn my power glasses. You know, it's been 13 plus years, and I can do everything. So it's been an amazing, you know, healing miracle for me, and, you know, that's something that I always near and dear to me. So I think we have the participant ready, and the first guest today is Ma Gnanaswarupini, Nithyananda Ma. So
Nithyanandam.
Looks like the technical glitch is resolved. Yes.
I think we are coming back. Just give the tech team a little time to fix the screen. And that was amazing healing experience Sri Amrita has experienced. I think that really gave all of us, if you have experienced such transformation and miracles, to such eye-opening understanding of life, and how what master can do and who he is, especially for people like in the modern days that don't really understand God. When he really manifests in front of us, then we will understand and surrender. This is actually true. Yes. Okay, so now we are ready to listen to Gnanaswarupini's story, Nithyananda Ma. Welcome to join the program. Can you start sharing a little about yourself and how you met Swamiji?
Yes. Nithyanandam, everybody. Thank you for having me. Yes, I met Swamiji 2020, I think, yes, by introducing by my sister, my Yoganyana. And the first time I saw a capsule on YouTube, and I really felt, okay, this man is special. Because I was on my way as a spiritual seeker, and you can feel it right away that Swamiji is different. And I joined the Paramashivoham too. And after this 16 days, I knew that I am a disciple, a devotee of Swamiji, because the powerful cognition, your possibility is, it's touched something inside me, because, okay, as Mark Kailasa told you, my right leg is paralyzed, and it's kind of feeling real and deep powerless when you see that your body don't function like it should, or like you want it to do. And yeah, it's a deep impact in your life. So it's quite hard, because you think everything that's happened to you, it's because you're paralyzed, of course, sure. You have difficulties with many people because you're paralyzed. And as I hear about your possibility, that means it's in your own hands to change your life, because you're God, you're Paramashiva. It's really changed a lot inside of me. And I knew that if I follow Swamiji on his path, it will change my whole life. And this happened still right now. And yeah, now I'm feeling really strong. I know that everything that came into my way, my life, I will face it. I will face it with powerless, with power, with strongness, and because I'm not alone, because Swamiji is in my life. Yes, and I am Paramashiva.
That's wonderful transformation Nyana Swarupini Ma has been sharing. And every time when we hear such stories, we always feel that it's so inspiring and so powerful, just by the initiation into the powerful cognitions and the programs that Nyana Swarupini Ma has been attending, and Swami teaching she has been learning. The past, I don't know your age, sorry, Ma, but so many years of suffering, just simply in a few years, 4 years of time, completely wiped out, and you are a completely different person. So this is a very clear demonstration of the science Swamiji has been reviving, the science of initiation and the science of third eye power manifestation. And it's a strong declaration to all the humanities. We can change. We can be strong from inside. So you also want a transformation. If you want to start the ultimate spiritual journey with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the upcoming Paramashivoham program is the best way. It's the best time for your life to be with him, 21 days. So don't hesitate to register. If you're already registered, start making payments today. So you will see the payments request form projected on screen. It's events.kailasa.org/payment. Take the first step. Even if you are able to join 1 day or 2 days, don't miss any chance to be with him. And the moment you decide to join the program, take the first step. He will do the rest for you. You will surely be able to join 21 days with him once you declare from inside. So take action and declare now that you want to be with him for 21 days.
Yes, Mom.
Yes. Exactly. So yes, talking about the Paramashivoham program, Ma, I know that you joined the past few seasons.
Yes.
Did you have any experiences and memorable moments to share with us?
Oh, great experiences. to me, it's really to join all of the Paramashivoham's programs, because Swamiji's darshans and initiation will help really change your life. And the sessions will give you powerful tools to solve your problems. Because I saw it with me, my own life. I needed daily medicine. Now I don't need them anymore. I used to be so nervous. Now I'm much calmer and unclutched. And I needed, okay, you can say, or it's nothing, but I needed a coffee every morning. Otherwise, I was listless all day. And now I drink coffee only once in a while and enjoy it. So it's a big impact in my life, and I think it will a big impact in everybody's life. So I just can tell you, sign up for this program. It will change your life, really, for a better.
That's great. Actually, you touched upon the coffee. I'm sure there are millions of people this addiction, right? Any kind of addiction, and this is one of the addiction. And addiction is so many people out of this 21-day program have successfully walked out of this addiction. Like as you pointed out in your life, and this is one of the major things around. It could addiction is such a many people suffer with this.
Yes.
And also, Mariana Swarpini, I remember you shared one incident during the previous Paramashivoham program, that something happened to your house.
Yes.
Do you want to share that?
Yes, sure. It was a big impact because I was on a 2-week vacation, and as I came back, I had a big water damage in my kitchen. So it was very, very hard because it smells bad, it was dirty, and it was late in the night. So I have to start to clean it up, to try to clean it up. And yes, it was very, very hard the last 3 weeks. My whole body was pained, and I have to do 1,000 calls with the property of my management of the house, with my insurance. But I cognized that before I met Swamiji, I would have been very desperate and angry, so nervous, not to know what to do. But this time I was very, very calm, very, very unclutched, because I knew Swamiji is there for me. I knew Swamiji is guiding me, and and I managed all these things so very well, because I had to work 8 and 10 hours a day, managed my kitchen. I couldn't cook, and the smell and the dirt. It was very, very hard. But this time, it was like, so what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's solve the problem. And I know that is the impact of Swamiji in my life. I know it. So I'm so self-confident and so full of full power. And it's absolutely great. I don't know if I can explain it, because you don't have any fear, because you just do it. It's okay. It's not great, but okay, let's do it. Let's go through. And it's such a great feeling. And I know without Swamiji, I wouldn't be so. I wouldn't be. And I'm happy. It's great. Absolutely great.
Yes. So Swamiji actually told that the biggest obstacle for us to manifest wealth, health, relationship, and enlightenment is the fear and insecurity. And the science of guru-disciple relationship is the guru is fulfilling all our desires and remove all the insecurities and fear, so that we will become him. We will live enlightenment, Jivan Mukti life, like how you shared just now. It's so wonderful testimonial for the science of Hinduism, the science of enlightenment. With the powerful inner space, we are able to manifest any desired life that we want. And no money, no nothing can buy the powerfulness inside. It's only through the initiation and the connection with the guru. Only that will give us the powerful feeling from inside. So if you also want a transformation, if you also want to be the bigger person that you imagine, you desire to be, the Paramashivoham is the only chance for us to achieve that through the initiation and darshan from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the living avatar, and also initiation into third eye powers. When you start to manifest third eye, all the powerlessness and pain just simply disappear from the system. You will be healed. The more you manifest powers, the more you will be healed. So all these third eye powers, the initiations into more than 200 third eye powers are given as gift from Kailasa, from Paramashiva during the 21 days. So don't hesitate and register now. If you have already registered, start making payment by filling the form events.kailasa.org/payment. Yes, thanks so much, Ma Nyana Swapini. Thank you for your time and your sharing, your inspiring stories.
Thank you.
Yes, to share the most the best thing you want to share with the audience to inspire them to join the program. What you will say?
To inspire
Yes.
the others. Okay, just go, because it's the best program you ever had in your life, and it will really, really change your life. It changed mine. So, and you will never feel alone. You never have fears again. Yes, yes. You will face your life better, much better. Yes.
Thank you, Ma. I know that you're heartful sharing. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's great. Actually, some of the takeaways. Yeah, some of the takeaways, here is so beautifully Magna Surupini, shared is the security, you feel, Swamiji is there, he'll make it happen, no matter what, let me just do things, let me progress, say yes to life and just step beyond obstacles, and just say yes and move on, and he's just there, and so many of us feel the same way, and all of the viewers out there, this is what the program can really do, for for each one of you, just that security, that Paramashiva is real, Swamiji is there, he'll make it happen, and just with that security, you feel more secure. So you're able to step beyond every obstacle and look beyond for only possibilities. So that's great, Ma. Thank you for sharing. So so we have a next guest today. Yes, Ma Sonali Gupta. Yes. Yes, Nithyananda Ma. So while we're just, yes, Nithyananda Ma, Great.
Nithyananda.
Welcome, Ma. So, Ma, just a little bit about Ma Sonali Gupta. She's from United States, and she's an engineer and by profession and an MBA, and she's in the technology sector, very successful, and she has a very powerful story to share. So, Nithyananda, Ma, welcome. Sonali, yes. So, could you tell a little bit about yourself? What you do and how you met Swamiji?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, a little bit background about myself. I'm a computer engineer by education. I did my MBA after that. I'm now working with a technology company in a leadership position. I met Swamiji in 2016, and I would say until about 2016, I was a person with I would describe a single dimensional focus. I was very focused externally on like working hard on my career. But at the same time, I was not looking at other aspects of my life. I was kind of ignoring other things like internal well-being, health, relationships. I was very focused on externally, living that kind of life. And I would say I was living in some sort of an insecurity and fear, while externally I was doing well and successful. And I could also, at that point, I was working with a very large strategy consulting firm. I could see the path to what it takes to get to, whatever it is that I wanted. But then it wasn't the answer. I could also see that that was not fulfilling. Like, even if I get to that point, I would not be fulfilled in what I really want to do in life, or, would that make me happy? The answer was a big no. So there was a massive void I felt. And that's when the quest started of what is it that I really want? Like, what am I doing all this for? And I remember I spent like months, 2-3 months, just going through Google, YouTube videos, like reading Bhagavad Gita also, like turning back to so many things to really see what I wanted. And I was, although a Hindu, born Hindu, I did not have the right context of what it means to have a guru. I was, in fact, not even open to the idea of having a guru. I did not even accept that idea of having an external guru who would, lead me to something like that, because the context was not there. But as I was going through that search, I came across some really inspiring and very powerful Swamiji's videos, so much so that they seemed like it could not be true. I felt like, how is something like that true? And that curiosity drove me to kind of really know more and more. And I found out about this 21-day program. And at that time, the curiosity was so much, just intellectually, the curiosity was so much that I thought I had to really experience it and see what this is. So I jumped into this 2016 IA in December. That's how I met Swamiji for the first time.
Wow, that's great. So maybe you can now share how your life was before meeting Swamiji, and after this 2016, it's several years now that you've been introduced to Swamiji, how life has been.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful in so many different ways. It's hard to put it in words, but in summary, I would say Swamiji is like a safety net. So you know very clearly that no matter what happens, no matter what comes in front of you, even if it appears like a challenge or an obstacle, it is only going to unfold into auspiciousness. So that clarity that Swamiji is going to take care of it, or Swamiji has already taken care of it, we just have to go through it and experience this current situation in a powerful way. I think that cognition shift is amazing. This is something I could have never perceived. In fact, I lived with an idea that the more I beat myself down, the more insecurity I live with, the more I live in fear, I can push myself to do better. But that shift is so powerful that you don't have to live with worry. You don't have to live with all this fear. This is all like redundant. Just focus on what you're doing. And Swamiji has taken care of everything. So I think that shift in cognition is amazing. So that I would say in short, right? Of course, there have been many miracles. So many miracles. I can talk about, a couple of them, but that is the big shift, I would say.
Yes, please share, one or two very important ones. And I think you had a few things to really share that really, really makes a difference, for, the viewers. And, you can definitely share, one or two, please.
Yeah, so I'll share like one of them, actually a very personal story, but I think it's a very, very miraculous when I look back at it. So this was, I was like, for a long time, I was also not very clear if I wanted to have a child or not, because I wasn't sure if I was ready to take the responsibility. So I was swinging back and forth for some time. At that time, I knew Swamiji, but I did not have clarity. So over a period of like 2 to 3 years, I had like 3 miscarriages during that time. And the first two I sort of, they were early stage. The first two I sort of stayed very strong through. It didn't kind of touch me. But the third one, that's when like it really shook me. It shook me emotionally, and I felt a strong pain. And I asked myself, like, that's when I got the clarity that, I actually wanted it. I was, the confusion I had inside was actually manifesting outside in my life, right? I was conceiving a child, but I was not retaining that. So that was for the first time, and I actually, prayed very deeply to Swamiji and felt a lot of pain. And then I also took responsibility to kind of really start doing something about my life, taking my life more in my control. So I just kind of scheduled some doctor visits and wanted to make sure that medically everything was okay, right? There was nothing wrong medically with me, or if I needed a treatment or something. So I went to the doctor. She did a bunch of tests, lot of tests, and she took my blood work and all, and she said, I'll give you a report in few days on if everything is normal. And then after 2 days, out of the blue, I just like, this is so, even when I remember this, I just can't believe or logically conceive something like that. She actually called me and she said, Sonali, do you know that you are pregnant again? And no way out, like just 1 week before I had this incident, there was no way I would have even conceived something like that. And everything went like beautifully, right? Like Swamiji took care of me through this process. I have now a 4-year-old baby, also very connected to Swamiji. But this was like nothing short of miracle. I know Cosmos heard my prayer when I got that clarity. Like when I prayed to him, Cosmos heard it, right? So it's also like even the child, right? When he was 2 years old, he wasn't talking. Like he was late in like speaking. He wasn't talking much. He was like very, talking very little. So we were getting a bit concerned that he's not talking much. And in one of the initiations, in one of the programs, I think Paramashivoham programs, he was sitting on my lap when there was this Shiva Diksha and Vishesha Diksha and Gayatri initiation from Swamiji. So he was sitting on my lap, and just very casually, I was going through the initiation. The second day, he started chanting words out of Gayatri mantra. And I was so surprised that this child was not even talking regular things, and he's now chanting Gayatri mantra. And I didn't teach him anything. He just learned from Swamiji. So, and it's amazing. After that,
Wow.
he loves to repeat that. And he's also started talking, of course, started talking after that. But that was the thing he picked up first.
Wow, that's an amazing sharing that you shared. I mean, this happens in many families, and at the same time, how your child was able to chant. Just sitting in the presence of Swamiji. I mean, this is something amazing, and this I'm sure everybody is listening to this. This can happen. Means a similar, entanglement, can happen to all of you, all the viewers, when you really sit in Pada Puja, that's coming up, on the first day, which is tomorrow. Just sitting in front of him, Nayana Diksha, him seeing you, and just his eyes falling on you. That's all, and it just beautiful. Entanglement, happening. Many things can change for us, and there's a beautiful sharing that you shared, and just wanted to
Yes.
highlight.
And also, Ma Sonali has mentioned that she prayed and she got the baby out of imaginable, like logically, physically not even possible, right? 1 week after miscarriage, and you were diagnosed to be pregnant again. I just want to say that, of course, we are all connected to the divine. But after initiation of Swamiji, the incarnation of Paramashiva, the spiritual umbilical cord is connected to him. So when we pray, it's actually him who is answering us. That's why it's so instant, so powerful. I just want to emphasize that. Swamiji answered you.
Yes. And also, it's so important. In Hinduism, this science exists. Understand. In birth, in pregnancy, we have this beautiful science. Swamiji is reviving, enlightened babies, and beautifully the science is, revived, in Hinduism, by Kailasa, and reviving this, preserving, this science, and really bringing it back, to the humanity. How Swamiji is beautifully reviving this, science, and to all of you, there. There is possibility. There is no impossibility. You see, whatever happens, the end, there is, a possibility there exists, and the possibility exists here. With the Swamiji, things can, things can happen, and so beautifully. This possibility has, created such a beautiful future for you. Likewise, in other people's lives. So great, Ma, thank you. And also wanted to, have you share, I'm sure you've been attending, the Mahaparamashivam, one of the seasons, and really, attending these, programs. And I wanted to, understand, some of, the key things for you, your experiences, in initiations, darshans, and I'm sure through power manifestations, what you'd like to, share. Share.
Sure. I'd say every program with Swamiji is great. It's so much better than the previous one, and the Mahaparamashivoham program has been really that next level of breakthroughs in every dimension. I just feel deeper and deeper connection with Swamiji, and there's nothing better than getting that connection, because that you are directly connected to the source. And I would say it's interesting, if I kind of talk about some like boons and miracles. Of course, there are several initiations like Shukra initiation, where you can just talk through whatever you want, which I found like really amazing, right? Like just share anything and everything you want. But like, I think more importantly, I felt in these programs that even like, I felt like even without asking, Swamiji knew what was right for me, and he was taking care of those things. It's not that I had to ask something, but he knew what was right. And right now, if I see around us, like there's a massive recession going on, right? The companies are, especially in the tech sector, people are being laid off, and there's just so much insecurity, and everyone is going through that. In the last season, that recession had just started. So no one knew how it was going to unfold. So I didn't know. I knew that something was happening, but we didn't know it was going to be as bad. And at that point, I did not have the fear, because we know Swamiji is there and he's going to take care. So, he'll never let us be in a bad situation or anything. But somehow, even without trying, an opportunity, like my past connection, he reached out for a job opportunity. And over the next few months, it actually unfolded into like a very good opportunity, better than, where I am currently. And it's not something that I tried for, or I even asked Swamiji for, like he just did it. And now when I look back, right, it is like, it was almost like he knew all of this is going to happen, all of these recession and layoffs are going to happen, and the environment in the company is becoming a little bit, when you lose a lot of people, it becomes very negative environment, because everyone is insecure. So it's becoming a little bit toxic. So he planned it automatically to pull me out of that, to get me into a much better opportunity in a macroeconomic situation where even for people who are trying, it is not happening because there are not so many jobs out there. So I think that is the level of care he knows how to take care of his disciples more than anything we can ask for. I think that's the level of
Yes. So yes, man. So well said, man. Yes, definitely. There I can see for all of how Swamiji, during this COVID, right? During this, COVID and natural calamities and many things that are happening, how he is taking care of the disciples, devotees, and the whole community, and not just letting us affect. And he already knows what's coming, and he's already planned what's next for you, and that's a beautiful thing. You're just when you are in the lap of the cosmos, you just know things are right, and even before you can ask, he's just giving what you need. And this is for all the viewers there, there's no need. You just have an intention to attend the program, and Paramashivoham season 4, and you'll just have everything to be sitting there tomorrow, and you can really beautifully manifest this. And I'm sure Masunali, with all of with your rich experiences and beautiful miracles, how you feel, really wanted to also ask you now, you are Sarvagnapita Yajman, and really, and I wanted to really ask you how you feel, what made you support Kailasa and the first Hindu nation, and I know how you feel, and please tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say Sarvanyapita Yajaman, that step was the best step I could ever take in my life. In the past many years that I know Swamiji, that was the best step I could take. Because, and the reason I took that step was because of, I knew if there was anyone who could contribute to Hinduism and for our future, it was Swamiji. Like there was no one else who could do so much for us and for Hinduism, and the vision he has, we cannot even conceive. So if there is a place if there is someone who can do all of that, it was Swamiji, right? And I remember even when I attended my first program, when I was just out of intellectual curiosity trying to know about all this, he made a statement that I am here to prove that Hinduism is real. That's the statement I'm here to make, and that had a very deep impact on me. And Swamiji's energy darshans, I remember for many days, when I went to the stage, he was hugging a lot of people, but he did not hug me for many days, and I was I was like, why I'm not getting that hug? And on the last day, I just wrote, we usually write a prayer request on what we want. I just wrote that, I have a bittersweet feeling because today is the last day. And he gave me a very long hug. And in that moment, I felt like I could have given my life to Swamiji had he asked for it. So it was so deep and so nice. So I feel like this is the best step. There's no logic that can explain why we should do this. But this is really the best you can do, because I feel like I'm part of Swamiji's own family. And there can be nothing better than being so close to him. So anything and everything we can do, whether it's time, treasure, money, anything that we can do to move one step close to him and his vision and his mission, I think that's the best. There is really nothing to look back from there.
That's great. How do you? I'm sure you feel so grateful and really good about being coined as founding father, founding mother of Kailasa, and really it's history. You understand? Where today, it's such an amazing thing. Swamiji is blessing, and he has just made all the SJPs, founding members, of Kailasa, founding fathers, founding mothers of Kailasa. How do you feel, ma?
It feels like an honor, right? It's not something no matter what I could have done with my money would have given me that kind of honor, right? Like that and he has a vision that, there's no investment that could beat that. I would say this is like historical, right? Like we can invest in share market or, kind of grow our wealth, build another house, get another car. But this is history, right? There's nothing that can, everything else is kind of material and is only there temporarily. But this is historical, and there's none of us who can do anything like this. It's only Swamiji. So the best thing you can do is like trust him and, let him handle it and let him kind of shape your future and the future of humanity. So it just feels like it's an immense honor to be, given that position. It feels like we, even, by doing nothing, like barely doing something, like he's already given us so much honor and like so much, like holding us so well,
Yes.
I can feel
With all of
he
you.
has been sharing.
Yes. So
Yes.
with all of beautifully, shared.
Yes, sorry.
Yes. So what I was sharing, beautifully you shared to all the viewers. Paramashivoham is just, you just prepares you to, be in Mahakailasa and, prepare you to manifest, wealth, to become Sarvagapita Yajman, Karta, whatever, you wish. But the end, your possibility that was not there is now there, the end of 21 days. And you're just preparing yourself, there, and it's such a beautiful, journey for each one of them, who, will be, becoming, founding fathers, founding mothers of Kailasa. Great. So, thank you, Ma. Thank you for sharing. And what would you like to tell our viewers about the upcoming Paramashivoham season 4, Ma?
Yeah. So I would just say, like, if anyone who's watching this segment, right, there is definitely a curiosity or some seeking in you that made you kind of come here and watch this segment. Don't delay that. Like, do listen to your inner voice. Just take the jump. Because no matter what the mind tells you, it is the best thing to do. Like, it just go with your heart. Just take a jump, try it for yourself, see how it works out. Don't delay that decision, because the more you, eventually, we are going to do that. Eventually we are all going to come to Swamiji. It is just a matter of time, right? Like, so just the earlier we do it, the better, right? Why kind of, suffer more? Why suffer more? Why live in that powerlessness? Just be in his kind of, presence and get his initiation as soon as possible.
Great. Thank you, Ma. Thank you for sharing. And the link is there on the screen for everybody to sign up, for the program, and also the sign up at events.kailasa.org/payment to be able to take the next step, to be sitting in the program tomorrow. And thank you, Ma Sonali, for a wonderful sharing. And Nithyananda, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. So we had such a beautiful sharing from Sonali, and really something, really how their life has deeply transformed, and how they really hold the Guru, Swamiji, and really how they feel more secure, in life, and all of you who are there, who just relate, with the Guru as father, mother, teacher, Guru, any way. You understand that feeling of security, how you feel, with Swamiji. He just gives you, that, and you, that just being in that oneness with him, you can manifest anything and everything. So again, we have, the payment link shown on the screen, events.kailasa.org/payment. So we have the next guest here, Robert Robb. When I speak about him, the first statement, I would like to, share his age is just a number, and he's from Washington, and really, he was in the federal government job before, and executive, and very successful in life. And he met Swamiji very early back in 2009, and he has a long journey, for 15 years or so. And wanted to welcome him today. Nithyanandam, Robert Robb.
Thank you, Sri Amrit. Yes, it's an honor being here. I certainly represent the older generation, no doubt. I met Swamiji when I was, as you said, 68 in 2009. Okay, I was basically sort of a silent seeker up to that time. And I was very interested at that time in the Shiva Sutras, so I did an internet search, and I came across Swamiji and his expertise in that area and so many other areas that I said to myself, I really need to meet this person somehow. Then I came across a devotee, Sanya Gati, and she introduced me to the program at that time that a devotee called Dura was the Acharya, and watched a video in Pittsburgh and was very impressed, of course. And it just happened that Swamiji was touring the United States. He was actually in the Midwest. Okay, so I had the opportunity within a few days to actually meet him. And one of the first programs that I attended with him was something called Ikapataro. And I really didn't get a briefing as to what the program was about. I just said I wanted to attend. So after he gave his talk in Pittsburgh, I, in my turn, went up to greet him. I thought, well, and say a few words and then go back to my seat. But when I approached him, he said very strongly, "What do you want?" And I was kind of taken back because I thought, well, maybe he's just not happy to see me. But then I realized, oh my gosh, he's asking that wonderful question, what do I want him to manifest for me? And then I thought, oh my gosh, I really don't know. So I don't think I gave him a solid answer. Anyway, before I could do much thinking, he grabbed me, gave me a huge hug. And then I went back to my seat and wondered just what is this, what happened? And it was the start of a long romance, so to speak. Okay, so I think that hug opened me up to a lot of what he has to offer in terms of so much from India, on yoga. He's knowledgeable about everything. I didn't quite know exactly who he was, but I decided to pursue him. And yeah, ever since I've gone to so many programs with him, just an inner urge to do so. I took the jump. He often has said that always perceive yourself as age 16 or thereabouts. I guess that's my approach. I feel that I'm not an old person, that I can do what he asks me to do. And I've since taken the jump to India many times to attend his programs.
Great. Uh, Great. Thank you. Really, that was inspiring. And I know, when you said 2009, over a period of some 13, 14 years, you've done LEP, you've done Inner Awakening, you've done Mahasadashivoham program, Paramashivoham program, and then, Mahaparamashivam program now. And, it's just been a beautiful journey for you. So how do you want to, share this beautiful journey? What you are looking for, before you met Swamiji, and how it has, really matured you, in this journey.
So I think that's the proper word, mature. Each time he embeds in you, or something like you internalize it, more cognitions that make you a stronger, better, transformed person. And you only get as much as you can accept, I think, at that time. I would like to think that after each IA that I attended, MSM, PSM, MPSM, that I could take a little bit more of what he offers. I became more mature. And of course, I along the way, I've got healed of really bad back pains. My back is totally healed. When crisis has happened, I had a terrible lung ailment that was endangering my life. In fact, I went to a program in New Jersey. I live in Washington. I went to New Jersey for a Nithyananda program. I guess it was Ikalpataro. And when I got up to the screen at the Holiday Inn, I explained, Swamiji, I have this serious ailment. What can you do? And he said, I'll heal you instantly or immediately. And instantly I was totally healed. So his healing works over the internet. There's no question about that. And you don't have to be in person. It absolutely works. And just so many other healings, both when I was in India and in America. So I'm the person that you're never too old to learn from Swamiji. He knows what to do. And you can transform. You're not too old to transform. So
that's great. That's great. Thank you for sharing. And so really, how was life before? I'm sure from 2009, something brought you back to the program and experiencing that happiness, bliss. Just wanting it may be a simple reason. I just want to sit in front of Swamiji and experience. And what was life before you met Swamiji, and how has it transformed over a period of many years?
Yes, life was good. Working for the federal government with a great agency. I had a lot of things that I could show great accomplishment with, but here I was age 68 and I still hadn't dealt with the questions of life. Who am I? What am I here for? Etc. So there was that lack of fulfillment to life. And what a shame to leave this life not at least addressing those questions. So what I learned about Swamiji was he is so capable and he is so much more, and he says we are too. And that's our maturity, of course. So it was, I hadn't put my finger on it, but I thought I was really a seeker at that age. And it came to the surface. And that's why I have followed him, taken his courses, I've got to know him. He knows me. Such a wonderful journey.
Yes. Thank you, Ayya Ram, for your sharing so far. You have met Swamiji for some years ago, and I understood that you attended a few different types of 21 days programs. So what is the highlight moments in the Paramashivoham program? Can you share some insights with the audience?
Yes. Now, here, look, from the perspective of 2009 to the perspective of 2023, Swamiji has always been very, very powerful, but he's so much more powerful now than he's ever been, or perhaps as he's shown us. And his acharyas are so much more developed that can help us. So now really is the ideal time to experience him. And what's easier now is you don't have to do what I did to consider, if I want to meet Swamiji, do I have to go to India, which I did, but you can do it in your own home. And this internet has no limitation on his initiations at all. It works over the internet. So yes, you might not get the hug that many people crave, but you get so much more, and it's so comfortable to take the course in your, in your own home. And I think just that comfort allows you to, in a way, absorb more because you're not distracted by so many things, normally speaking.
Yes, that's great. So one last thing I wanted to ask you before we, kind of have your, sharing is, the power manifestations. You've been very successful. The power manifestation, you're able to move, heavy objects, and really, it's a testimony of how you're in oneness with Swamiji. And I just want to share a little bit about it. Robert.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, this object I received during MSS. It was a very special thing we all received during MSS. So the sisters, the acharyas for the MPSM course, asked us to take a tablet and put an object on your tablet, and via mind over matter, consciousness over matter, move that object. And okay, now they said you're going to have to repeat the mantra intensely, you're going to have to do this, do that. Okay, I didn't do all of that, really, quite honestly, or at least not to really the standard I would normally speak. But all of a sudden, this Murti started moving, and it moved swiftly.
Wow.
And it didn't stop. I could do it time after time again. Okay. And it was easy. Now, the key thing to remember, and I'm sure all of you do, is that we're not really doing that. Swamiji is doing it. He's working for us. But to people like myself with a very strong logical mind, and very rigid too, we sometimes block that. Okay, so those blocks are going to be removed from you in this course. The sisters are very good at that. And so whatever blocks you have, almost assuredly will be removed during this MPSM. So if you're worried,
Wow.
I don't think you should worry about that.
Wow. certain things, thank you, Robert. Certain things I'd like to highlight, is like you said, you met Swamiji when you're, 68. And then, you did so many programs, and obviously you were healed, and we got so many healings, and also, power manifestation breakthrough that you shared, and miraculously. And how, one thing I always, wanted to tell our viewers also is, see, and now you're in your, early 80s, and still, you feel like 16, as you said, and you're able to sit, in the program for 16 hours, for Paramashivoham, season 3 and 2, and how you're able to, sit for all the people out there, who feel, oh, it's too long, the program is too long, or I have, time as an obstacle. All of this, you see, Robert here, who is, sitting for, 16 hours, at his age, and, really taking the program.
Well, I think along the way, Swamiji helps us. He's very strong on detoxification. There's a program called Narahari something. I was one of the first to take it in Kodaikanal. And so he works with you all along the way to keep you loose, to keep you young. He's got a course called Kaya Kalpa, that is intended to keep you young. I haven't taken that course, but during the IAs that I took way back when, he worked on our mitochondria and our DNA. In fact, we took blood tests and he proved scientifically that something great had happened to us. And I would say a thing that the greatness happened to us was that it definitely keeps you young. So yeah, I'm flexible. I can move around much better, quicker, faster than people my age. And I attribute that to Swamiji's programs.
Great.
Yes. So actually, yes, because I also, as a Chinese background, I also lived in the West. I lived in Europe. I know that after retirement, after a certain age, people would feel like they don't have so much engagement with the society. They will feel that there's not many things they can do. But Robert has shared his life actually after meeting Swamiji, and now literally you are living Swamiji teaching. All see it until you are 99 years old. You can still start new projects and do new things and meet new people. It's like you're full of energy and so much curiosity of life and in exploring new things. And I know that you are also decided to become the SJP, the Svanyampita of Kailasa Nation. And I'm aware that you have started your journey. Can you share something about this? What made you decide to start this at this age of your life?
Well, it's not a question of age in that sense. Swamiji's mission is so great. It's just something that I'd like to support, do what I can. And one of the major teachings Swamiji teaches us to is to expand our responsibilities in life and keep expanding. The universe is expanding, and you're expanding as well. So it's just enriching. Now, enriching not only the world, but also Swamiji's great work. I'm totally impressed by what he's doing for Hinduism. And I just wanted to be a part of it.
That's great. That's great, Robert. Also, I wanted to share, a little bit about, you feel connected with, Maheshwara Puja, completion, you feel connected with, the enlightenment. So can you tell us a little bit about it?
Reminded me, a program that I really appreciate. Swamiji has a program called Maheshwara Puja. To me, this is a program where you can give back. You can give back, show your gratitude to people that have left this planet. They've passed. The people I had in mind are your teachers, your significant teachers in life, whether in the university or whatever way, and also some of the relatives that have helped you so dearly in your youth, to grow up to be the person you are, and this is a way of helping them. The program is so easy. It's just done in a short evening. I've done about 3 of them now, and I plan to do many more. It's my way of helping the departed souls. Swamiji has a program like that, and I relish that program. Thank you.
Yes, great. Thank you, Robert. I think, real takeaways, for all of our viewers is, age is just a number. And, as long as you have the intention to expand and imbibe, powerful cognitions and say yes to life, being life positive, that's it. And, how Swamiji makes it, happen. And we have seen, Robert Rom, here, who's, who has been there doing programs ever since he met Swamiji since 2009, and still going on, and he is strong, and really it gives a strong message to everybody, all the viewers out there. Is age or tiredness, or any other reason, that you may have, for not attending the program. Now you have, here, Robert Rom, who have, said, he has, that no matter what, he has been able to sit, 16 hours in the program and do it. So if he can do it, all of you can do it. All of you out there can do. It's just a possibility, that's there. And once you are sitting in the program, that's it. Then, you'll just, experience higher spiritual truths, and you just want to, just continue to be there. And I encourage all of you here listening to Robert Rom's, sharing, there is no obstacles. You understand? There's no obstacles. Everyone is, ready. If he can do it, all of you can, do it. And please register, the QR code, and the payment link is out there on the screen, events.kailasara.org/payments. So thank you, Robert, for coming today and sharing it with our viewers. Thank you, Nithyananda. Great. So with this, we actually come to the end of the Sakshi Pramana sharings, and we really want to now that all of you have heard such intimate sharing, from Sakshi Pramana, from so many people who have attended the program, who are new, who have known Swamiji for so many years. And all different variations, and how they hold Swamiji and the belief system, they have, really developed, attending these, programs. So I'm sure all of you can really be in that powerful space. And you also heard about healings, miraculous healings, power manifestation, extraordinary power manifestation, and how you feel, how they feel so secure, and in the safety net, with Swamiji, Guru, and I'm sure all of you can experience much more than this much more than this, in Paramashivoham season 4. And I request all of you to take the jump. Everybody who shared today, they all took the jump. Understand? They all took the jump. They all, made that intense decision. Let me do it. And now you see how each one of their lives are transformed so beautifully. Let's give a few minutes. Yes, Makailasa.
Yes. So until now, I think all the audience are convinced by the science of enlightenment that Swamiji is reviving and giving as a gift through all his powerful 21 days programs. So now we have the best opportunity to be with him again in the next Paramashivoham program, which starts on the 15th May. So don't hesitate and register now. If you're already registered, take next step to make payments and start your first day with him. If you have obstacles, I just want to share the powerful cognitions with all of you. Actually, a few days ago, I received a call from a devotee and she said, I have the funds, but I feel insecure because if I give this to Swamiji, I don't know who's going to take care of me after I get retired. So I shared with her, there are two types of realities. One is the delusion, the other is truth. So when you see the highest truth, the cosmic logic, you will understand what type of delusion we are living in nowadays. The society is telling us if you don't have money in the pocket, you will not be able to live a secured life. But Hinduism is telling us the science of true security, that is a powerfulness from inside and the grace of the Guru. So I told her that money is different, depends on where it goes. If it goes to a person, to the society, it is a cost, it is an expense, it is a cycle of fear and greed. But if it goes to the Guru, it is an offering, itself is a blessing. Guru will never be able to take anything from us aside from karma. He is only able to shower us with even more. So everything we give to the Guru will come back 100 and 1,000 folds back. So she actually listened to the truth I shared with her and she decided to join the program 21 days. So if you are having the same doubt as her, I hope you have the clarity now. You don't have to worry. Swamiji will be only able to take care of us. He will never be able to give any insecurity or problem in our life. It's literally impossible. He's the ultimate source of everything. So when we offer to the source, we will only have more blessings back. If you have challenges to manifest, whether it is funds, it is your relationship and your health, don't worry. The moment you decide to be with him, the gateway is open for you. He will remove all the obstacles and shower you with everything you want. I was one of those people. My first IA, time, relationship, and money, everything I didn't have at that time, but I literally manifested everything. It was a pure blessing from Swamiji. I know he will be able to do this for everyone, and he's doing this for all of us. So don't hesitate to register today and start making payments as a second step. The moment you take one more step towards him, you will see how he's making everything happen for you. All the obstacles that you think you have will not be there. So don't miss the best opportunity to be with a living avatar. 21 days will be the most memorable time of your life. So don't miss the golden chance to be with God for 21 days.
Yes, make that decision now. Yes, make that decision now. Take that jump to make that conscious investment. Surrender to Swamiji all your obstacles, all your insecurity, whatever, just surrender all these at Swamiji's feet and feet of the Guru, and take this bold step of being there and being able to sit in the program tomorrow in Paramashivoham season 4. And again, tomorrow is a fantastic opportunity for all of you to offer Pada Puja as well. So just invest in your consciousness. All the new people out there, we all, like how Ma Sonali was sharing, you can buy a car, you can buy a house, you can buy all of this, but really investing in your consciousness is what is needed, need of the hour. And all of you can really take that jump today, make that conscious investment, and register on the link below to be able to enable you to sit in the program, and make the payment and sit in the program tomorrow on May 15th. So we move into the next segment, Darshan. Yes, Nithyananda Makarasa.
Yes. So darshan is the glimpse of divine. Moments that we are seeing divine. Our neurons start to mirror his space. We are starting to have a glimpse of enlightenment. So that is the oneness space during darshan Swamiji is transmitting to us. In this space, you are experiencing the highest state of existence. In that space of all possibilities, just decide and declare that you will join the program from day one. All the obstacles will be removed. You will be able to manifest whatever desire you want. And your reality will be instantly happen in the outside world. So from here, we are going to have the next segment, the powerful darshan with Swamiji, the most awaited time. Decide to join the program and keep this in your Anandaganda. Connect to Swamiji during the darshan. You will see how reality will be manifest immediately for you. So let's get ready for the darshan now. And we will hand over the session to the next acharyas. Thank you all for watching. Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam.
The nature of consciousness. The source of awareness. The relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are. Why our reality is the way it is. Why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today, what I revealed is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, Life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.
The nature of consciousness. The source of awareness. The relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are. Why our reality is the way it is. Why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today what I revealed is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.
The nature of consciousness. The source of awareness. The relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are. Why our reality is the way it is. Why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today what I revealed is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.
The nature of consciousness. The source of awareness. The relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are. Why our reality is the way it is. Why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today, what I revealed is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.
The nature of consciousness, the source of awareness, the relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are, why our reality is the way it is, why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today, what I revealed is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.
The nature of consciousness. The source of awareness. The relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are, why our reality is the way it is, why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today, what I reveal is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.
The nature of consciousness. The source of awareness. The relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are, why our reality is the way it is, why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today, what I reveal is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.
The nature of consciousness. The source of awareness. The relationship between our ego and the world. This has plagued us for generations. We strive to understand why we are the way we are, why our reality is the way it is, why our life is the way it is. But what if the way we see the world as separate from us is just an illusion? What if our consciousness exists before all experience and is not limited to the confines of our body and mind?
Today, what I revealed is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva.
ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ